Some old canned foods might get a little weird in the flavor department. These 9 foods can get dangerously deadly if you guys eat them past the expiration date that's listed on the lid.
Hey guys, my name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. And if you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most important, news and awareness that affects you, be sure to start this video off with a like, hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date, and let's begin.
Hey guys, thanks again for being here. And again, if you guys appreciate these awareness tips, start this off with a thumbs up. It's gonna help it reach a lot more folks. If you don't mind, let me know what state you guys are watching in from. Normally I'm in Washington State up in the Northwest, but currently I'm in Puerto Rico. All right, let's get this going. 9 canned foods that become deadly after they expire. Let's go. All right, guys, the first one on the list is canned pumpkin puree. A lot of us use this because a lot of us eat pumpkin pie, but stocking up on this could be dangerous. Pureed pumpkin is extremely dense. This makes it difficult to heat to fully penetrate the can during processing and becomes an issue as your can continues to age. As your guys' pumpkin puree ages past the expiration date, that moisture can get trapped in that thick stuff in the can, inviting thermophilic bacteria to grow. The ideal conditions in these microbes are found in a comfortably warm pantry. Go figure, right? And they can multiply without the can ever visibly changing, and you'll still vomit violently and become extremely dehydrated if you ingest them. Number 2, something that I eat often, and I know that I've ate it past the expiration date because I don't always believe in the expiration date, but sardines in tomato sauce. So get this. Plain sardines have a pretty good shelf life, but their acidic tomato sauce eats through the can and accelerates the rate compared to a normal tin. So when you guys are buying your sardines for your sardine fast and you get the tomato ones, because they taste better, because they really do, make sure you eat them within the expiration date, otherwise you risk this. And I'll tell you what, I eat a lot of sardines. I do sardine fast often. What I've done after making this video right up here, learning more about olive oil and different oils. I'll put a link to that one down in the description in the pinned comment in case you missed it. It's something that you need to know. I rather buy a sardine can in water, a good quality one, and add my spices, add my garlic, add my hot sauce, add my specific oil that I know is good when I get to home. When I'm at home, the way I want to do it with the quality ingredients I want to use. But in regards to these sardines, this process is called hydrogen swelling, producing flammable gas, in fact, that can actually explode the seal and allow harmful bacteria such as Staph aureus inside. Furthermore, once the inner lining of the can is punctured by the tomato acid, the fish absorbs the excessive amount of the tin and the lead, which causes neurological defects when consumed. So remember this, if the sauce has a metallic color in it and kind of a springy texture, the chemicals have already spoiled and made the sardines toxic. Good one to know, right? Let me throw this in real quick in case some of you guys are looking for this. Now, speaking of what we bring into our homes, this day and age with all these recalls and questionable ingredients out there, I made a change. I shop from an American-made, non-toxic, family-owned store. If you want safer, better options, check the link in the description or the pinned comment. We deserve better. So like I said, this next one on the list, a lot of us stockpile this. You know, stocks up on canned goods and is prepared and wants to be ready for the holidays. Stocks up on condensed milk. Canned condensed milk. This is the deal. The high sugar content in concealed milk typically keeps it shelf stable for a very long time. Though after the expiration date, the Maillard reaction kicks in. What does that mean? It means that the process transforms the milk into potential source of harmful molds. And when you leave it in a warm place, condensed milk can ferment internally and bust open with dangerous spores. So that means like when you're baking with it, the expired milk won't kill the microtoxins because they can withstand heat. Eating it will put your liver and kidneys at risk, potentially causing permanent harm. So when you guys open up your next condensed milk, if you open it up and it seems a little bit darker than it should, or it's got lumpy texture, I would highly suggest discard that one. All right, on to the next one. And you guys are gonna wanna wait to hear number 9, because number 9, I was like, holy smokes. Clams and chopped seafood. Now I need to pay attention on this one because I use a lot of that. Seafood spoils fast, but canned seafood seems to be the worst because it breaks down itself from the enzymes that literally chew through its own proteins until you eat it. Great. Past the expiry date, these proteins morph into a deadly biogenic amines that are histamines. They trigger sprombroid poisoning, essentially tricking your body into thinking you're experiencing fatal seafood allergies. That means your face will swell, your heart will pound, and possibly your airways could close. It's because these nasty chemicals are not bacteria. The heat will not neutralize them. On to the next one. And guys, these are staple type items. Like, these are all things that I would normally buy if I saw them on sale and stockpile them and probably use them versus prepping and just stocking them up. These are regular use type items. On to the next one, canned potatoes and brine. So here's the deal. Potatoes are dense and starchy. We know that. Covered in bacteria from the soil that survives most methods of high heat canning. However, any surviving spores will slowly start to reproduce in the potato brine if the can sits around for too long. Waterlogged, oxygen poor environment frequently results in a flat, sour spoilage of the potatoes. The can might look just perfectly normal from the outside, but those potatoes have become a bad, dangerous combo of lactic acid and bad bacteria. Eating these contaminated potatoes will trigger an instant and drastic blood pressure plunge, and possibly along with irreversible internal inflammation. Next on the list, and it's one of my favorites, low acid asparagus. Spoiled asparagus can be partially hazardous, especially if it has been canned or stored for a very long time. What happens is the low acid vegetable like an asparagus provides ideal conditions for botulism to grow without any noticeable change in the smell or taste. And in case you guys didn't know, botulism can cause paralysis and end you. And I'm talking about home canned or older low acid veggies have unfortunately been the source of most botulism outbreaks lately. So you might want to do your research on that one. All right, we're on to number 7. We're getting close to number 9. And remember, I've got 15 items that I want to tell you guys about that are super safe to stockpile when it comes to canned foods. Next one on the list, pretty popular, corned beef hash. So get this, corned beef hash can spoil more easily than you would expect. Once the use by date passes, the meat can start tasting a little bit different. Well, some people say it tastes like metal because it's stored in a can. Even small microscopic pinhole leaks can occur. Bacteria can fester on the inside of the compact block where you cannot see it. So remember this, if the can is bulging, like it's swollen up, you guys eat that, you guys are in for a bad time. Number 8, and everybody's familiar with this, the big, iconic, tough man, spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Here's the thing, spinach goes bad in a can too eventually. What happens is the nitrate in the leaves slowly converts into nitrates when they react with the metal container. Go figure. Consuming large amounts of nitrates is bad for you because it prevents your blood from carrying oxygen. Now, adults won't typically become super ill from the spoiled spinach, but for your health, you should know to stay away from eating large quantities. And for babies, and I don't know why they'd be eating it, but too much can lead to blue baby syndrome. So remember, when the spinach gets that slimy texture or the liquid turns dark and greasy, toss it. All right, guys, we've made it to number 9, and I was shocked about this one because I guarantee you most people have this in their pantry or kitchen. And I want to tell you guys about 15 safe canned foods that you guys can stock up on and feel good about for emergencies. But number 9 might shock you. It is chicken or turkey broth. We've all got this, guys. Broth is essentially a thin protein soup. And here's the deal. When the can seal fails, it creates the perfect conditions for anaerobic bacteria to flourish. Tiny punctures that could occur naturally through friction will allow Bacillus cereus to grow in your chicken broth. Bacteria itself isn't dangerous, but the toxins they release into the broth will make you violently ill with stomach cramps and vomiting. And here's the thing, the cloudy liquid that you can barely even see through makes it really hard to detect, and you won't visually be able to see the changes caused by the bacteria. And here's what they say. Most food authorities agree that broth is one of the most dangerous foods to keep in your pantry past the printed expiration date. And what I'll do for you guys is I'll leave you guys a list of all the sources from all this information if you guys want to validate it, deep dive, dig in. But I thought this was very good information to share. And the next thing on the list I want to share with you guys is 15 canned foods that you guys can stock up on for emergencies. The video link isn't right here. It will be. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bell is on so you guys don't miss that. I've also got a couple other great videos in case you missed them. If you guys found value in this, please share it out. It helps it reach more folks. Let me know which one of these foods actually shocked you. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you guys on the next one.